Hello there, welcome back to another video. Come up to one of my favourite spots today because, well, it's going to be very cold tonight, so I thought I'd get in a hot tent camp. Wasn't one of my planned videos, but I thought I'd take advantage of it and try out a tent I've not used in exactly a year today. This is the tent in question. It's the Pomoly Dome X4. You may have remembered me using it a year ago, like I say. Yeah, not used it since, and it was a really nice tent, so I'm gonna give it a go. Bit of a geodesic tent, this one. So I've got to put the poles together first, thread them through, and then we can get it up. And it's kind of freestanding as well. That's the main three poles done. It's these three that go diagonal now, and that kind of pulls out the sides. Right, I've just positioned the tent. You've got 3 doors on this, I believe, if I remember rightly. So I've positioned it so that the stove is on this side. That's where I want it. Right, so this is the inner. If I remember right, the inner has a heat-proof bit for where the stove goes under the stove jack, and I think I rolled half of it up last time. I don't like putting a bed on these ground sheets or cot bed thing because the legs can tear them. Yeah, there's the heat-proof part. Just put in one more section, it didn't look high enough for my liking. As you can see here, I can pull this out as much as I want for later, and I can still have some kind of ground so I can take my boots on and off. I can hear some chainsaws off in the distance. Kind of unavoidable this time of year in the UK, a lot of coppicing going on, especially on massive estates like this. But I'm pretty happy with the setup so far. It's a nice sized tent, this, for 2 or for 1. Like for 4 if you haven't got a stove and stuff, but for comfortable room and stuff, yeah. Like it. They do a 6-person one as well, and they're very similar to the Nortents, the Gammy or whatever it's called that I've got. That's the 6-person one. But yeah, I like it. got my Leviathan sleeping bag, but as I was driving in, only way to really get to this spot, also brought a blanket. So I think it's getting -6 tonight, probably colder out here, but that'll help. Even got a little table with me today. Help with food prep. So I have a couple of things to try out on this trip. I bought, before coming out, and they came next day delivery, some Nature Hike down booties, just for wearing in the tent later, so I'm not getting my boots in and out on the floor and stuff. I've got an exact size oven tray for the oven in the stove, and I made a pizza stone. I say I made one, I modified one. I bought a full size one, used an angle grinder to cut it down to size so it fits perfectly inside the oven, inside the stove there, and hopefully that'll improve the pizzas. Right, so last time I was in this spot was with Simon in the summer when we did like a truck camp up here, and we stashed some firewood. Now I've got some with me because surprisingly firewood's hard to get up here. It's either rotten or alive in there, but yeah, we've had quite a few storms, but I'm sure some of this will be okay. Some of it's still frosty. It's really cold. Should probably put my gloves on. A few bits of this wood are kiln dried. This camp was a bit last minute and I wanted to make sure I had enough wood to get through the evening and the morning as well. So I'm just going to cut some of that down, or batten some of that down into smaller bits. This is the BPS knife, or one of them. My stump's dying here. Cold hands, I never did put my gloves on. Probably will do in a minute. I've got a lot of wood, like 2 layers deep over there by the stove, and I think I'm pretty much all set up really. Now, probably an hour till sundown, but it is getting really cold already. But I want to have that stove on till quite late, so I don't know when to start it. Chill about for a little bit, maybe find some jobs I can do, we'll see. And yeah, then get it going, cook some nice dinner. I do want to brew though. Maybe I'll wait a half hour. I can't wait anymore. I'm cold. So I'm going to stick this bracken in there. Get something as a bit of a base. A couple of fire lighters in there. And use some of that kindling I broke down. Brought my chair in. It's nice to have that back support when you're sitting down all evening rather than just on the bed there. Oh, I'm starting to feel that heat already. Just hope the wood lasts and enough for the morning. I've got a little bit more in the truck. We shall see, it's going to be a cold one. Well, that's me kind of settled for the evening now, I think. Hope you guys have enjoyed the videos so far this year. I've got a few planned actually, but for one reason or another I've not been able to do them yet. Either things arriving, the right weather for the type of video it is, that sort of thing. But yeah, I've got lots of ideas to get me through the winter. Oh, got hot in here quick because it's not a massive hot tent. It heats up pretty quickly, and obviously that heat escapes quickly because it's not like a canvas. But got my brew. Oh yes. I'll try and keep the flames a bit lower, which is harder to do when you haven't got the coals in there to keep the heat. So yeah, I'll fettle with it, try and preserve some wood, because I've got some cooking to do. I might actually cook a snack before I cook dinner. This tent has a net in the middle of the top, so I can put a lantern in here and just use it like that. Oh, as long as it don't fall out. Like that. Maybe I'll suspend it. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, I've had an oven tray warming up in here. And I'm just going to do some chips as a snack. Pop them in. Look at that, perfect fit. Look at that, I'm rosy. I don't know if that's the heat or the cold all day. It is pretty cold. I just went outside to check because there's meant to be snow, but not seen any. Might snow at night. Maybe we'll just get a big heavy frost in the morning. We'll see. But you can tell it's cold because I've been through 3 batteries already. They're just dying so quickly, and I've not got a charger with me on this trip. So hopefully they'll last me, if not have to resort to the phone. Oh god, it is warm in here. I may actually have to open the vents up a bit more. I've got one open over there, but there's 2 others. Whew. Or I could do the top of the door, let a little fresh air in. Mad how quick this heats up and how much. Well, I've got to say it smells like a chip shop in here. So, yep, that'll look good to me. Grab some ketchup. It's starting to get a bit dark in here now, but got my chips. That'll hold me over. Need a little while to heat up that pizza stone inside there. I'll put it in a minute. And I need it to cool down even more so I can get that fire really hot. Like these chips. Yeah, get that really hot so the pizza cooks nice. Okay, I'm going to put that pizza stone in now. Not eating anytime soon, but oh, look at that. Give it plenty of time to heat through. Just popped outside and it's quite a nice twilight tonight. I think it's the clouds in the sky. No snow. It's very cold out there though. Got myself some neck oils for tonight. It's a little early, but I won't tell if you don't tell. Cheers everyone. Oh, it's lovely in here though. That pizza stone's warming up in there nicely. I'm not going to eat just yet, probably another hour or so yet to be quite honest. And I've obviously got to make them as well. I've got pre-made dough again, but this time I've got like a roll of it. I figure it's for baking sheets, but I figured it worked quite well for this. Because it's quite hard to roll out dough, especially when it's cold and stuff, when you're camping. Oh, I love this spot though, so peaceful up here. Probably not quite as cold as in the valleys either side of this hill, but quite exposed up here. Should definitely have a thick frost tomorrow morning. Big bit of oak that. Okay, this is the pizza dough. I think I'm going to have to cut it. God, I don't know what to do here really. Do it about there. And I think this is going to be too wide, but I'm going to keep it square. So I'll get a shot of that. Going to put some cornmeal on the paddle. I may as well use a lot. I'll transfer my dough over. Give it a bit of a stretch. Got some pizza sauce. Just enough to cover that except for the crust. Then some mozzarella, which is a little frozen together in spots. as well not be shy. I think it may be snowing outside. Got a couple of basil leaves, so may as well use them here. Oh, it smells lovely. And some salami. And I think we're there, and that does move on the paddle, so let's get it in. Right, I'm a bit nervous, but let's go for it. It's getting it out that's going to be the problem, because this paddle doesn't go the whole way. Oh no, go on, go on, go on. It's good enough. Got a tray that fits perfectly, modified a pizza stone, did not think about the paddle being too big at all, and I guess I did kind of rush out a bit today just to make sure I got out in the cold. I'd say cold, it's boiling in here. Yeah, I need to get another paddle or adapt to that one. Don't really want to do that because I use that at home. I'll do a camping paddle. Yeah, I've whacked that heat up, opened the vents, and I can feel it. Okay, here it is. Ooh. I put the stone back in. Right, let's have a look at the base. Oh, nice. Looks good. As an aeroplane goes over. Well, I might even drop on a little rocket. Make it fancy. Whew, I'm baking hot now. There she is. Looks pretty good actually. I did have to take out the whole pizza stone to get the pizza because of the paddle situation, but really hot. Wow. Let's try that again. It's good. It's really good. Is it worth it? I don't know. If you keep anything, even like a metal pan in there long enough to heat up properly, it's probably going to be fine. But that is a tasty pizza, I must admit. Oh god, I'm so hot, considering how freezing it is outside. I've just turned the stove down. Don't know if I'm going to have another one or not. Chips and this might be enough, or I could have one a bit later. World's my oyster. Nearly forgot, another beer, another neck oil of course. Cheers. Beer and pizza, this is the life. And in good temperatures. It's cooling down a little bit now from what it was I was baking. I just popped outside of the tent and it is snowing. It's very light, but it is snowing, so who knows what the morning will bring. Pizza was good though. I'm not going to have another one now, but I may in a little bit. Okay, one more won't hurt. Considering how cold it is outside, it is very cosy in here. Got the stove closed down, just ticking away. Beautiful. do like this tent. I don't know why I've not used it more. It's pretty easy to put up, really. It's a good amount of space for me, my bed, little table, stove, chair, you guys on the tripod. Yeah, I like it. I guess I'm going to chill out for a bit and debate another pizza. Right, so these are my new booties, down booties. They're Nature Hike ones. Like I said, just got them on for Amazon. Pretty small bag, and yeah, they fluff up. So let's try them on. It's nice to have something other than your boots when you're in a big tent. So let's give these a go. They've got kind of a sole. I wouldn't go out walking outside in them. I don't know if they're supposed to go on particular feet, but we'll see how they go. Nice and comfy. Certainly feel warm. Oh, that's a sweet hit. Not only have I got the hot chocolate, I've got a Yorkie bar as well. So I'm going to have these. Just popped outside. It is very lightly snowing, so I'm not hopeful. We should have a frost at least. I'm going to have these and go to bed, I think. Ooh, and see you guys in the morning. Very, very cold. Got a slushy. Was almost completely frozen earlier, but I give it a good shake and put it in the bag. Oh, it's cold. Inside of the tent is quite frosty. Not so sure about the outside. But yeah. Just been the condensation, really, and probably from the ground as well with the stove heating last night. I had it going quite late. Oh god, I'm gonna warm up. Oh, that's better. Can think straight now. Oh, I'm so cold. Last night got pretty windy as well. Wind was really gusting up, sort of over and over. Made it hard to sleep, in part because I was second guessing myself with the pegs. I wasn't thinking about wind when I pegged it out, which I should do because it can get windy up here. But we were fine. It just kept me awake a bit. Oh, that's nice. I'm feeling warm enough to prepare some breakfast now, so I'm going to do some pigs in blankets actually, because I did them in this oven before and come out really well. So this bacon is not as long as the last bacon. It's fine. It's fine. So just get that wrapped. Okay, I'm not being stingy, I use 2 pieces on each sausage. Alright, time to stick them in on the tray. The back and the front of this oven, there's quite a difference in temperature, so I'll spin the tray around at some point. Might be hard to see, but the sunrise is hitting these trees. Beautiful colour. Thought I'd start packing away my sleep system while I was cooking breakfast. Save some time. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh, doing good. Now, what I want to do is reposition these and use that oil for my black pudding. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on top, help that along. Give them a quick turn. Get it back inside. And someone asked in the comments why I never have beans with my cooked breakfasts. Well, here you go. It's usually just because it would be another pot, so it's a pain. Or if I'm doing breakfast on just a grill. But let's have a treat today. That's all underway. I can hear some chainsaws down in the valley over there as well. Off to an early start. Actually, it's not that early anymore, is it? Oh, I'm getting really hungry now. So space is going to be limited up here because I want to fry an egg as well. So I'm going to boil up some water so it's nice and hot and ready. Still ice in there, I've been trying to thaw it out. It's a beautiful day out there. It's just out having a little wander and a look about, and yeah, clear skies, nice and blue, nice sunrise. Bitter cold, but a beautiful day. I was so surprised there was no frost, except inside the tent. I'm going to check on these sausages. Maybe it's time to get my beans and egg on. So let's go 2. Okay, let's do this. Oh, they look good. Bit of black pudding. Haven't got a spatula for my eggs, but we will survive. And the beans. God, this is a meal. Got our hot water. And because I know how much some of you love it, some ketchup. Oh, went over there a bit. Meal fit for a king there. Now the thing I want to try the most is the pig in blanket. It's going to be hard. Hot. Nearly managed it all. There's quite a lot there. Apparently it's -4 out here at the moment, which doesn't surprise me. I need to put my coat on. It's easy to forget when you're inside a hot tent. Gotta save some of this wood, I guess. A lot of ice in here. God, that sun's bright. Well, it's time for me to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Bit of a spontaneous one, really. I'll be back to my planned videos next week, hopefully. And I'll see you then. Goodbye for now.